Hello, this is Diana X again. I'm doing another video about Campos and the timeline, and this time I want to speak about the time between 9:59 and 10:06. And I actually got motivated by a video which I watched yesterday by Eric Peters. I'm sure a lot of you know him. He's a well-known commentator in this community, and he just did his first video. And it's a really good video, and I can only recommend you to go over to his channel, sub to his channel, and watch the video and give him a thumb up. Anyway, based on this video actually, and motivated by it, I decided to do another video about the timeline. And I tried to get a little bit closer to an answer to the two questions you can read here. So, when did he report the shots? That has to do with Eric Peters' video. And when got Campos actually shot? Okay, let's start. At the beginning, in October, they told us Campos got shot after the shooting has finished. On the 9th of October, they told us, no, he got shot 6 minutes before the shooting started. It was at 9:59. MGM, they were not having that. Yeah, they didn't want that. So they released a statement on the 12th saying, no. We know that shots were being fired at the festival lot at the same time as, or within 40 seconds after, Campos first reported that shots were fired over the radio. Okay. But Lombardo had to do another press conference, and he did that one day later and changed the timeline again and said, no, we were wrong again. Campos got shot at 10:05. I would like you to listen to this press conference for a couple of seconds because it's very interesting.
Still stand by the time of 21:59, 9:59. It's important that you continue to listen to me. It is important. It wasn't inaccurate when I provided to you. The circumstances associated with it is inaccurate. Okay? I am very well aware of the MGM statement provided yesterday. I agree with their statement. But here's what I will tell you. We were provided the time of 21:59 as a human. Through investigation, we have determined that Mr. Campos had encountered the barricaded door adjacent to the suspect's door at approximately 21:59.
Okay, let's stop here. And I wrote down what he said, but I think, I think I will not read it out to you because I'm sure you understood it all. So let's go to the summary. So what he's saying there is that the time 9:59 is still very important. Even if Campos didn't get shot at 9:59, that is the time when Campos encountered the barricaded door, which actually is a key moment. Yeah, it is very important. He also says he agrees with the MGM statement. So he agrees with the fact that shots were fired at the first time, as or within 40 seconds after Campos reported that shots were fired over the radio. He also says Campos got shot at 10:05. I didn't show that, but I will put the link in the description of this video so you can have a look at it. It's only, I think, 3 minutes and 40 seconds long. Anyway, that's what he's saying, yeah? I must say, I don't agree with both. I am having a conflict with Campos encountered the barricaded door at 9:59, and I also don't think that these 40 seconds after Campos reported the shots. But I will show you why. Oh, anyway, what I wanted to say is I think Lombardo should think about becoming a politician, because all he was doing there is trying not to lose face. He shouldn't have said all the things he said. He just should have said, we were wrong again. Yeah, he shouldn't have made out that 959 is still so important. What he did is he pointed at MGM saying, well, I'm sorry, but they told us. Yeah, they sent us a report and saying that, wait, let me find it. The time of 9:59 as a human entry into a security log. And then they said, oh yeah, and through our investigation we have determined that Mr. Campos had encountered the barricaded door at approximately 9:59. Anyway, later, was in October, right? On the 13th of October. And in the final report, so Lombardo says, at 10 o'clock, security officer Campos exited the guest elevator and walked up the 100 wing toward room 32129. So he was off a little bit, wasn't he? Because at 9:59, Campos was leaving the guest elevator on the 32nd floor. He wasn't in the hallway anymore, or in the stairwell, I mean. At 9:59, he can't have encountered the barricaded door at that time because he was in the lift. He was in the lift or just getting into the lift of the on the 33rd floor or 31st, I don't know. You know, the report says 33rd, but Campos says he went down to the 31st, so I don't know. Anyway, what I can agree with is, you know, this is out of the final report, and they will have got that from the CCTV footage. The Mandalay Bay will have shown them the videos, so that's how they know. Yeah, they could see Campos leaving and entering the elevator. That's why they know. We don't, because we have never seen it. What a shame. But when Campos started at 9:46, yeah, his way to the 32nd floor, between 9:46 and 10 o'clock, or let's say, oh, that's my dishwasher, great, 9:58 maybe, or 9:55, he encountered the door. But not at 9:59. That's just impossible, because he can't beam himself, can he? Anyway, so a quick summary. 9:59, Campos wasn't shot. 9:59, he didn't find the door barricaded. What about the dispatch? I wrote that down there. You will understand that when you have watched the video I mentioned at the beginning. Because the new, I think it was in the new release this Wednesday, he found something which is really interesting. And Lily, the woman in the, no, so it was 2 or 3 weeks ago now, when that security office footage got released, Lily says something about a dispatch, and it really looks like she's reading it from the screen, and she's looking at it and saying, oh yeah, it was 9:59. So that is confusing. Anyway, so what I did is I thought I have a look at the communication between Campos and security dispatch and maintenance dispatch, and I had a look at his statement. And at the very beginning of his statement, he says, at approximately 10 o'clock, I received a call from dispatch, and they told me to go and check the doors. Yeah? And then he tells his story. That's the story he's telling That's how long it takes him. Yeah, like 5 seconds to talk about the full thing that happened to him. Anyway, after he has told his story, the officer says, okay, I'm just gonna go back, and he asks a question. So around 10 o'clock, dispatch contacts you via radio. And he says, yes. Okay, let's go to the final report. The final report says, that wasn't 10 o'clock. That was 9:18. Yeah? That's when the hot source call was assigned to security officer Campos via his cell phone. He got 5 hot sources he had to check, and the room 32129 was the last one he handled. Okay, so that, what can I say? That's 40 minutes difference. Yeah, that's a lot. Anyway, let's see what he says. So the next contact, the yellow one. As I observed a metal bracket that was keeping the door shut, I called our security dispatch. They stated they weren't aware and to contact engineering. I contacted engineering. They stated they weren't aware of the situation either. Okay, and at that moment in time, I heard noises which I assumed were drills. Like very loud drill. Okay, so that's when he says, the first time that he speaks about the L bracket, he doesn't mention any other contact with dispatch. And if it was 9:59, it would have been in the elevator. And we all know that this is not the best place to talk over the radio because it's just bad contact. You know? And he didn't mention it at all. Anyway, back to the fit. When was that? When did that call happen? Here you can see what we looked at before. 10 o'clock, he exited the guest elevator and walked up the 100 wing, checked the door, the 129 door. He found it was secure, and then he walked into the foyer to check what was going on, and he found the L bracket screwed into the door and frame. So at 10:04, this is important. Remember that. 10:04, they say, yeah, Campos picked up the house phone, which is in this small foyer, and called security dispatch to report the L bracket. And security dispatch transferred the call to maintenance dispatch, and the maintenance dispatcher transferred him to Aylesbury. Okay, so that pretty much, that's what he says here. Yeah, it's not often that we find that, but it fits. Okay, so now the blue one. In front of 32121 and 32123. At that moment, so that he was shot already then, yeah? He got off the phone and walked down the hallway, and he says, as I got in front of 32129, that's when I heard gunfire. As I got hit, I was pinned in front of 32121 and 123. So, and then he got over the radio and his cell phone to contact dispatch and tell them that shots were fired. So this is when he tells them the first time that shots were fired. Yeah? What I found interesting is just on a side note, as I got in front of 32129, that's when I heard gunfire. What does that mean? Is that when he heard the gunfire, or is that when Pedro was shooting through the door? Because that is here, yeah, here. And he hit here. So what did he do? Why did he run or crawl or jump there? you know, or is it that he heard gunfire but it was still outside, and then Paddock came and walked to the door and started shooting when he was around here? I don't know. I just found that interesting. But it could be the same like 10 o'clock and 9:18, so he might have been here and not here. Okay, so I showed you before that he was on the phone to security dispatch at 10:04 in the foyer. He spoke to security dispatch, then maintenance dispatch, and then Aylesbury. So 3 people. 10:06 is quite interesting. Loads of things happen in 10:06. So Campos ended the phone call and hung up the house phone. That was at 10:06. So he can't have been shot at 10:05 because he was still on the phone at 10:05, yeah? After hanging up the phone, Campos heard what he described as rapid drilling noises. He began walking down the 100 wing, and then he got shot with a bullet fragment, and he took cover in the alcove, and then he told the dispatcher via his radio, hey, there's shots fired in 32135. All this happens in 1 minute. Just about Campos, you know. I only mark Campos. And I've not mentioned Chuck, because I won't, then this will be like a 50-minute video. I found that very interesting, yeah? So I told you, I wanted to find out when he got shot actually. And what about the drilling noise? I know a lot of us believe that he actually did hear drilling, yeah? While he was on the phone or still in the foyer, that it was drilling and not shooting. I don't know. But when I look at this wonderful great sheet which Las Vegas Shooting Archive gave me, and I want to say thank you. He did a very, very good video, I think last week, and he created this sheet based on his video, yeah? And he allowed me to use it, so thank you. Anyway, so Campos was on the phone at 10:04, okay? The shooting started at 10:05 and 26 seconds with the single shots. That was only like 8 seconds. He only shot 7 seconds, the 6 shots, yeah? Then there was a 30-second gap. And then the first volley Paddock shot into the venue was at 10:06 and 5 seconds. So if Campos hang up the phone at 10:06 and 1 second, 2 seconds, 3, 4, or 5 seconds, yes. Then he hung up before the first volley was fired. But if he hang up after, or 5 seconds after the 6 minute had started, then the first volley was already going on, or when he finished his phone call 15 seconds after the 6 minute has started, then the first volley was already fired into the venue, yeah? If he heard drilling, can you please tell me who was drilling? Because when he was on the phone from 10:04 till 10:06, and Paddock was shooting 6 shots, who was drilling then? Yeah? Who was drilling? If there was a second person, well, where's that second person? That's like a domino game. If we say there was drilling, the noise you heard was drilling, it wasn't shooting, it was drilling, then it must have been 2 people in the room, but we don't see them leaving. So, you know, that's like a domino game. If you say there was a second person in there, because I believe he did hear drilling, which can't be if Paddock was the only shooter, because Paddock was busy shooting the single shots, yeah? Or shot the single shots, then did 10 seconds of drilling and then picked the gun up and shot the first volley, which I don't believe. Yeah? So it's either or. Anyway, so the first volley was fired into the venue at 10:06 and 15 seconds. Then there's a 36-second gap. And the second volley starts at 10:06 as well, 8 seconds before the 7th minute start. Do you know what I personally believe? This is when Campos got shot. It's 36 seconds gap, yeah? If you look at the other two volleys, it's 17 seconds and 19 seconds. Only this one is longer, yeah? And if you go further down the sheet, this is 2 hallway bursts. So he shoots 22 shots into the hallway at Chuck. Yeah, that's what the report says, and we hear these shots in the Corby video and 2 other videos. And it only takes him 15 seconds to walk back from the door, grab another gun, and start shooting out of the window again. So 15 seconds, that's what he needs. And here's seconds. I believe that is enough time for him to put his gun down, go away from the window, check the video, see Campos, grabs another gun, shoots at Campos, puts a gun down, picks another gun up, and continues to shoot at the venue. I don't see any other. That's the only possibility. I know it's thin, yeah? And I don't know if it's 100% convincing. I just looked at it with logic, or I tried to look at it with logic. I tried to find answers. We haven't heard these shots at all. They are on no video, yeah? We were lucky with the hallway video, with the hallway shots that we heard them on first. Very early we got that Corey video on YouTube, didn't we? So we were very lucky with it. The other shots we still haven't seen. They might be out there. You know, maybe one person filmed the broken glass, turned the camera on and said, oh wow, look, windows are broken, and then picked it up, but it's not on YouTube yet. I don't know if we will ever see it, and I don't know if I'm right, yeah? I mean, they are all wrong. They were all wrong. The FIT report is wrong, Lombardo is wrong, Campos was wrong. So the truth is somewhere out there. It's maybe in the middle of it all, or it's maybe something totally different. I don't know. It's very confusing. So my personal conclusion, yeah? Campos was on the phone in the foyer when the shooting started. The drilling could have been shots. He reported the shots the first time after he got shot, so after 10:06. And the shooting was going on then for at least 1.5 minutes. And I think it is possible that he got shot between first and second volley. Anyway, it's just food for thoughts. I'm not saying this is how it is. It's just me trying to get a little bit closer to what could have happened. Okay, thanks for listening and have a good day. Bye-bye.